course, ready? Yep.
Hello and welcome to the fourth full season of the new World Pro Ski Tour and this exciting reemergence of the dual super slalom format. I'm Mark Sassy alongside Olympian Pam Fletcher, and today we are in beautiful Vail, Colorado, host of 3 World Championships, 1989, 1999, and once again in 2015. And this racing history takes on an even greater significance today as the best professional ski racers on the planet are right here, right now, ready to duke it out.
The Pepi Gramshammer Cup was named after an Austrian legend who not only helped develop Vail as a world-class ski resort, but Pepi raised the money racing on the Pro Tour back in the 60s, which helped put Vail on the map. Record prize money this season has attracted these elite young racers to this 7-event tour. And out to defend his title is last season's overall champion, Canadian Phil Brown. But the field is packed with incredible talent such as Taos City's Garrett Driller and Vail's own Alex Lever.
And this right here, this is what all the racers are going to be gunning for today. This is one of Pepi's personal trophies that he won in 1960. But before we get started, here's highlights of what happened from last year's season on the World Pro Ski Tour.
We began the season in sunny Beaver Creek, Colorado, where newcomer Garrett Driller surprised everyone.
Driller is a graduate engineer, and he took those refined skills to the ski hill to defeat world champion silver medalist Phil Brown.
Brown's got that cross-block technique down. Driller nice and smooth off the final jump. To the line, it's Driller!
In Waterville Valley, New Hampshire, we had all kinds of drama with the addition of a third pro jump. The crowds packed the finish line and were treated to an amazing day where Canadian Phil Brown made up for his disappointment in Beaver Creek, taking out Michael Ankeny in the final.
Then in snowy Steamboat Springs, Colorado, it was a test of attrition, with our finals under the snow bright lights. And Pro Tour legend and Olympian Billy Kidd came out to witness an amazing final between Phil Brown and the hard-charging Alex Lever. Brown was victorious again. Then in the season finals at Sunday River, look at this powerful skiing for both Cone and Neff. Nice and smooth, but look at Mr. Smooth. Cone is in the zone.
With this dual super slalom, here's the shape of the hill, 19 gates with 2 pro jumps, 2 runs, sudden death elimination, and the differential program this year is set up a little bit differently. Let's take a closer look.
This season, the differential will be built into the start on the second run. The winner of the first run in each race will have the advantage going into the second run, and that racer's gate will open first.
Red course ready. Blue course ready.
On the second run, whoever crosses the line first wins.
And that's what makes the World Pro Ski Tour and this head-to-head ski racing format so cool.
The Pro Tour dual format, you're starting right next to someone. You either see them pull ahead or pull behind, and either way that's gonna mess with you mentally because you're gonna try to push it or you're gonna try to defend it.
When I remember my first time kicking out of the gate and getting behind someone in a course, and all of a sudden you see your competitor in front of you, and all my tactics, all my skiing knowledge, everything goes out the window, and you're just trying to do anything you can, and it can get crazy.
Being in a head-to-head competition, you have so much more just pressure on you. You can see them in your peripheral vision, you can see them coming right in front of you or behind you, you can hear them, and it's just way more intense to have that instead of a solo race where it's just you. You got someone breathing down your neck the whole race, and it's a lot more intense.
In addition to the World Pro Ski Tour being a unique head-to-head format, these pro racers who are racing for big prize money are also very different from a typical ski racer. They are elite athletes with master's degrees. They work on Wall Street. One was even a walk-on kicker for Dartmouth football. They succeed on and off the ski hill, and their passion and work ethic show up in all areas of their lives.
It's definitely a challenge to balance skiing and school. It's hard to get done from the slopes. You've been out there for 8 or 9 hours, and then, oh, I have a 10-page paper I have to write now. So but it's actually nice because it can take your mind off of skiing.
And we are set here in Vail for awesome action with the first annual Pepi Gramshammer Cup when we come back.
World Pro Ski Tour on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Tough Shed. Dream, design, and build at toughshed.com.
Welcome back to the Pepi Gramshammer Cup. And with top guns like Vail's own Alex Lever, overall tour champion from last year Phil Brown, the Bolivian bomber but an underdog at this format, Simone Breitfuss Kamenlander, and last year's Beaver Creek winner Garrett Driller, what a solid round. Let's take a look at the highlight crashes from the round of 16.
Taki versus leader, dead heat after the first jump, but Taki leans too far to the inside to try to cross block. Loses pressure on the outside ski and goes down.
But Taki is okay and he skis down to the finish.
Wilson versus Ankeny. Ankeny touches down first. Wilson trying to scramble and he catches a tip on that panel gate and flips over himself. Watch this. Look at the tip. Hits the gate, launches him up in the air. But once again, Wilson is also okay, but done for the day.
All right, let's take a look at the quarterfinal bracket. A couple key races to watch out for here. You're going to have Alex Lever and the tour champion Phil Brown from last year, and then also Nolan Casper and the rookie Simone Breitfuss Kamenlander. But let's take a look at the first race between Robert Cohn and Tucker Marshall. Early on in the race, you can see they're both making their way down the course. Good turns, strong legs, plenty of energy. It looks like Cohn taking over the lead, and he's going to win that first run.
Brown versus Lever. Lever right out of the start gate ahead of Brown. Worked hard all summer on training with dryland, and boy, has it paid off. He is really powering down through here, and what's going on with Brown?
Next up, we have Nolan Casper on the red course and Simone on the blue course, and kind of neck and neck out of the start house, and both of those guys making some nice turns. We have Nolan Casper taking the lead with some cross blocking, and he takes over the win for that first run.
And then it was Garrett Driller and Michael Ankeny. Michael Ankeny has one of the fastest starts of any of these athletes. Notice he's already a half a gate ahead of Driller, but Driller smooth as silk and coming on strong to the finish. He takes it.
He's pretty fast, so I've got age on my side, a little experience. I think that might take it today.
I think he's got age against him a little bit as well. These jumps are actually pretty big. The snow's a little challenging. He's got to be on his toes. It's anyone's game, but it's a fun one out there.
Let's take a look back at the second run from the quarterfinals. Up at the start house, this was the mood. A lot of smiling, a lot of racers kind of stretching out, getting ready, a little communication. And then the second run, Robert Cohn on the blue course, Tucker Marshall on the red course. Robert Cohn has the advantage of 0.3 over Tucker Marshall going into the second run, but Robert Cohn continuing to grow on that lead as he makes his way towards the second jump. The course is in great shape. Skier's legs are nice and young and ready to go, but it looks like Robert Cohn will continue all the way through the finish to move on to the next round.
And getting ready at the start, Lever really warming up. Boy, he has really worked hard over the summer. And Lever out of the gate first. He had the advantage in the first round. Brown is going to have some work to do to even have a chance at trying to catch him. But Lever over the jump, way out ahead, over a gate ahead of Brown. Brown is just trying to do whatever he can to stay in the course and straighten it out, but Lever cruises down through the bottom gates with an easy victory over Brown. What an upset. Where was downtown Phil Brown today?
Devastating loss for Phil Brown, the tour champion from last year. The next race, we had Nolan Casper on the blue course, and we had Simone Breitfuss Kamenlander on the red course. Nolan Casper with a 0.26 advantage over Simone as they go over that first jump. We have Nolan Casper in the lead. Simone digging deep, looking for that straightest line as possible to gain some time on Nolan Casper.
Photo finish at the bottom. Wow, Casper out, Brown out, major upsets here today. Michael Ankeny and Garrett Driller's final run. Ankeny had the advantage on the first run. Driller knew he had to make up some time on the course. Both of them off the first jump, pretty much right on the money. But there goes Driller, trying to really work the ski. Ankeny behind after the last jump. Driller just straightens it out. Ankeny in trouble, and Driller takes it.
And Pam, how about this? How about something so very special that happened this weekend and our commitment to the next generation of ski racers?
Alpine Bank and Fleischer Sports spearheaded the Alpine Bank World Pro Ski Tour Junior Challenge. What an amazing opportunity for these young ski racers to get to race head-to-head, go off junior-sized pro jumps, and be mentored by some of the best ski racers on the planet. The top 4 juniors received prize money from Alpine Bank that will be placed in a college scholarship fund.
Thank you, Alpine Bank.
Welcome back to beautiful Vail, Colorado, home of the first stop of the 2020 World Pro Ski Tour. 3.5 feet of snow has been replaced by bright blue skies, and we're back to Gold Peak for the semifinals. Alex Lever, last year your 3rd place overall champion, and Robert Cohn, Sunday River Finals champion from last year, first up in the semifinals.
Here's our semifinals bracket. First up, Cohn versus Lever, and then Kamalander versus Driller.
Cohn has been great out of the start house all day long, but Lever on the blue course, lots of confidence after beating Phil Brown.
And confidence is key in pro racing. You need every bit of it when the course is so short. Look at Cohn, powered off that front jump first, but Lever is trying to pour on the speed, getting a little wild, a little rough in some of these gates. Lever almost loses it.
That's a big mistake by Lever.
Cohn coming across the line first for the win.
Beautiful first run victory by Cohn. But these two are friends from way back. Fist pumps and a lot of respect for the two of them.
Mark, here's where the big mistake was. Lever's just trying to straighten it out to gain time on Cohn. A little too straight there. He gets inside and he loses his outside ski.
Look at Lever. He says to Cohn, I can't believe I did that. And the story of the day, the father-son team, Breitfuss Kamalander, and also Garrett Driller, the young Tahoe City sensation.
The course is holding up really well today here in Vail. We have a wonderful crowd that has been cheering on the athletes here at the Pepi Gramshammer Cup. There's Shaika in the tan coat there with the rest of her family supporting this race here on the World Pro Ski Tour.
Breitfuss Kamalander on the red course, and we've got Garrett Driller on the blue.
Kamalander coming out of that gate, he just wants this so badly. He's been a tower of power, a rookie on the tour. He said he just wants to risk it all. He doesn't care.
I know these guys are getting super tired after 9 runs so far.
Driller really trying to work the ski. Kamalander coming on strong, coming into the next jump. Kamalander touches down first. Just that slight advantage and comes across the line with the win.
Clearly we can see that the red course is getting faster, and that's why we go back to the top and the racers switch courses for the second run.
He just really puts on the juice, straightens it right out, and reaches for that line.
Simone sitting in the snow looking absolutely exhausted, and his dad passing him some water for some support right there after a long day of racing. Back at the top we have Alex Lever getting ready for his second run of the final.
Run 2. I have 0.6 to make up against Rob Cohn. He's a really good skier. He's really consistent, so it'll be tough. But I think the red course is faster, so all you can do is just charge as hard as you can and see what happens.
And Lever has got to make something happen because he has the max differential of 0.60 on Cohn, where Cohn's doors will open first out of the start.
Lever on the red course and Cohn on the blue.
Again, firing out of that start, Cohn is just, even though his timing is just so on, his quick-to-quick edge sets have just been so powerful all day. He just really seems to gain more time on his opponent.
And Lever continues to fall back just a little bit, and the course is getting shorter.
Course is getting shorter, and there's not much real estate left here on the bottom. Cohn rides across the line with the win easily.
But an amazing effort all day long by Lever, but Cohn was in the zone all day long.
Like a cat pouncing on its prey out of the start gate, Cohn has been nailing that timing every single run.
Out of this gate and just going, I think you really got to push him, especially on the red course now. So it's a little bit faster. You just got to hit that top of the fall line and just go, go, go.
That's right, Garrett. You better go, 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 because you need to make up a .235 on this next run.
Garrett Driller wants to start off this season just the same way he started off last season, with a win here in Vail. But to do that, he's got to get past Kamalander.
And they're off.
right out of the gate. Both of them charging. Kamalander has that slight advantage. Driller knows he's going to have to make it up, but it really isn't that much time. He's just going to have to hustle.
Oh, massive mistake by Simone there.
You saw that. Simone got in the tails of his skis and it launched him like a catapult into that next turn.
Driller's taking full advantage of that mistake by Kamalander.
And there just isn't enough real estate to get the job done. There goes to Driller.
And it's Garrett Driller who will advance to the finals. Pam, let's go back and see what happened there.
Kamalander off that jump, gets back on his tails, and look at that, gets launched to the outside, goes way wider than Driller. Has to try to scramble to get back online, and it's just not enough. So it will be Driller meeting Cone in the final.
That was a come from behind, and I just pushed it the whole way down. It felt great. I could just tell right away as soon as I hit that midsection, I was like, I got this, I'm generating every turn, it felt great, but now we're going to repeat last year.
We're really learning what part of the courses are running faster, so each of us are trying to take advantage in those sections.
When we come back, it's the finals of the Pepi Gramshammer Cup on the CBS Sports Network.
World Pro Ski Tour on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Surefoot Ski Boots. The difference between good skiing and great skiing.
It's really special that at this World Pro Ski Tour season opener in Vail, the Pepi Gramshammer Cup, the winner will have his name added to one of Pepi's actual Pro Tour trophies from 1960.
Pepi, back in the 60s, was a legend. He is a legend now. When we started talking about his trophy in the athletes meeting, everyone's ears kind of perked up. You know, it's TV time, money, fame, glory. Pepi trophy, oh, okay.
We are racing today for one of Pepi's personal trophies. Now the stage is set for the big final and the small final. In the small final, it will be Alex Lever up against Simone Kamalander. And in the big final event of the day, it will be Robert Cone up against Garrett Driller.
The anticipation at the finish line is building, and even more so, the anticipation is building at the start. Alex Lever began last year's season with a third place in Beaver Creek, but he has to get past Kamalander to get a spot on the podium today, and out they go.
And look at that timing. Alex really nailed that start. Both of these guys charging down the top of this course.
Lever touches down first.
Smooth and precise Lever, just wide stance, able to absorb everything. Kamalander trying to straighten it out, go too straight, get in a little bit of trouble. But Lever, look at that, smooth, confident, across the line first. You know, it's almost as if that mistake he made on the earlier round just got in Kamalander's head, and he just, you know, we wanted to win today as a rookie, but it's not going to happen.
Driller last year had 3 podiums throughout the World Pro Ski Tour. Cone actually won the race, the final race at Sunday River, and it is intense at the start house for this final run of the final race.
And the lights count down, the intensity is high, and Cone out of the gate again, like he has been all day. First, right away, and look at the advantage, almost a half a gate ahead against Driller.
$10,000 are on the line for both of these racers today.
And they are tired. The intensity is high. The focus has to be spot on. But look at Cone, smooth as silk, just powering all the way to the finish.
Cone taking every possible advantage out of that faster red course.
Look at the incredible athleticism of these two athletes. Cone touching down first, nice and smooth, but just gets right onto that next gate.
This is the second to the last run of the day. This is for the third spot on the podium. We have the veteran Alex Lever on the blue course and Simone Kamalander on the red.
And they are tired. This is it. This is all it takes now. Lever out in front, almost by a mile. Kamalander's going to have to scramble to catch up.
It looks like Simone's tank of gas is empty.
You know, and Simone is trying to straighten it out, and Lever just cool as a cucumber, just powering through those turns. Kamalander he doesn't have enough time.
And Lever takes third in the Pepi Gramshammer Cup. Fiercest competitors, best friends. Garrett's at the top.
I I got all the confidence in the world that I can actually get it back. We're going for a big trophy here today, so we're getting cash and we're getting a big trophy from Pepi. Like, that is amazing.
And it's time for these two men to face off. Robert Cohn and Garrett Driller.
And so it all comes down to this: $10,000 and the Pepi Gramshammer Cup.
Red course ready. Blue course ready.
Driller has a lot of work to do, but can he make it up?
And there is a lot on the line right now, Mark. There's $10,000 for the winner. Cohn way out in front, but Garrett's not going to let him take it that easy.
Who wants this more, Cohn or Driller?
Watch Driller. He is scrapping. He is trying to straighten it out as best he can. Cohn smoothly coming down to the bottom, but look at Driller. It's still alive. It's Cohn.
Robert Cohn is the winner of the inaugural Pepi Gramshammer Cup. Let's take a look at that photo finish.
And man, it does not get any closer than that. Cohn to the line ahead of Driller by 35 one-thousandths of a second.
What a spectacular day here in Vail, Colorado for the very first race of the 2020 World Pro Ski Tour, the Pepi Gramshammer Cup. Pam is in the finish corral now.
And now for the winner. Hal, will you do the honors?
My pleasure.
In first place, from Killington, Vermont, Robert Cohn. How about a big round of applause for Robert?
In just a few short weeks, you can join us again in Steamboat Springs at Howelson Hill. And we want to thank you all for joining us at the Pepi Gramshammer Cup. For Pam Fletcher and our entire crew, I'm Mark Sassy. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.